from the first day you met Phil Spector, you knew that he was extraordinarily ambitious and bright. You know, those are the things that hit you. So when you get somebody who's so ambitious and so bright, you know he's not going to be content to just be a minor songwriter or just a successful songwriter. He's going to want more than that. I was at that time a songwriter that was much in demand. Schumann and myself were much in demand at the time. And guys like Spector, who was really on the inside, really respected us, you know, knew a lot about our work. And was only too happy because he wanted to be around. I don't know whether he thought some osmosis was going to take place, but he hadn't written all that many songs. But so he started hanging around with me at nights. And in the course of the night, if you're a songwriter and you're with somebody who can write songs, you'll write songs, and that's what happened. And when we wrote songs, Phil, you know, always wrote, most of the music, and I wrote the lyrics. What was interesting, we wrote one song called Young Boys Blues that was, to me, one of the great parts of this song was the fact that it was like a run-on sentence.
Every time I kiss somebody new, I make believe I'm kissing you, but I can't kid making heart, cause my heart knows we're still apart,
but nobody ever got it. But Phil and I was so pleased with this song because of the uniqueness of it. But the true value of the song was never appreciated. And then we wrote songs for Benny King. We wrote Ecstasy for Benny King. And also, the first song that Benny King recorded as a single was a song of ours called First Taste of Love. And when the single came out, they turned it over, and it was a song called Spanish Harlem. So we ended up with a ride. But it's interesting. Spector and myself wrote First Taste of Love, and Lieber and Spector wrote Spanish Harlem. So Phil has both sides of the record.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem.
And then we wrote songs for the Paris Sisters, and we wrote songs for Bobby Daye.
Because I'm from another country, living in another world.
We never had monster hits, but we wrote a lot of songs. I think that almost every important creative person that felt isolated, you know, and they feel a desperate need to try to not just become part of everything, but to become larger. Here's what you have to really know when you're dealing with the Phil Spectors of this world. They have a total inability to cope with the world. They're about as thin-skinned as they can be. So consequently, what happens is that their reaction to the world is weird sometimes. In other words, it's not a planned reaction. Because he's thin-skinned, he could just as soon go around like a lunatic, but that's why it's happening.